Hi Greedy 3Ds. Now the wonderful guys at JamgHe have given me some of this high speed PLA to test. Now I've never used high speed PLA. I've got to be honest, I don't even know what you're supposed to do with it. It's PLA, so we'll give it a test as normal PLA. I'll do a print just normally and see what it can do. And then I'm going to start messing around with speed settings and just see what we can get out of it. JamgHe are a fantastic brand. I've used their resin in. It's one of my most favouriteest resins in the world. But I've never used their PLA filament. Now, they've sent me some of this to play with, so let's play. But first of all, let's open the box. Okay, so what I like to see when I open up any kind of filament is that it is vacuum sealed, which means from a moisture perspective, there is much chance of any moisture being in there. And also, there's one of those little silicon absorbent thingies in there, which should suck any of the moisture out of there. Now, that feels a good old weight. I am going to weigh it to make sure that it's 1 kilogram, and I will put the results on the screen here now. Yeah, nice yellow colour, looks good, cardboardy cover, which I think is good for the environment. So let's crack it open, let's get it onto the Anycubic Viper, let's play with it and let's see how we get on with a normal print, just a normal everyday print at around about 60mm per second. Let's have a go. Now, of course, this stuff is designed for your Bamboo Labs or your Creality K1s, where you can throw out 300mm per second with it. But I've only got an Anycubic Viper. I'm never going to get speeds like that on it. I print at standard 60mm per second. Now, lots of you out there will not have these super fast printers. You will have your standard bog standard Enders, FL Suns and Anycubic Vipers. So I'm just going to run a simple one to start with at my usual 60mm per second at 200 degrees. I just want to see how this looks compared to others. Now, straight away, it's withheld to the bed really well. I mean, the Anycubic Viper is a brilliant machine for things sticking to the bed. I've never had any problems, and a little bit of layer porn later, and it stuck as I would expect it to do. So let's leave it. Probably took about 24 hours.
A few moments later.
And there it is a few hours later. Now, the stringing, please, it is the printer, not the PLA. This stuff does that on all of my PLAs, this printer will, and no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to shake it. So what you can see here is, after it's had a little bit of a clean up, just a couple of minutes really, on the left is the PLA, on the right is the JamgHe. Now, they're both done exactly the same settings, exactly the same temperatures, and I actually think that the JamgHe Plus has got the edge. I think it looks smoother, I think it looks cleaner, I think it looks like it is a better print than the basic Sunlu. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Sunlu, but you do get a better finish just on a bog standard printer using bog standard settings. And I think that does show the quality of the JamgHe resin. It is showing it coming through, but of course this resin is designed for faster speeds. Of course it is. So what I will do is I will increase the speed of my printer to where I feel it's probably safest to go. I'll increase it to 90 in the first instance, and I'll do a benchy, and then I'll increase it to 150, and we'll see what happens. And if that works, I'll do a print at 150 and see how it comes out. But, you know, just look at these two images here. I still think the JamgHe PLA just slightly, ever so slightly, has the edge on quality at basic speeds. So for that alone, if you've got a basic printer, yeah, get it. I'd recommend it. You have to weigh up costs with these things, and we'll talk about costs at the end to what this JamgHe is compared to everything else. But don't forget, it's designed for high speed. Now, this was printed a little bit quicker at 90mm with 220 degrees, and I upped it up a little bit. Now, there is some stringing on there, but again, that is the printer. That is not the file. That is not the PLA. And it took me a couple of seconds to just wipe off the majority of that stringing. And yep, I've got a reasonably good benchy. I'm quite happy with that, really. If it wasn't for the stringing, it'd be fine. Now, I tend to print things on this printer just bases that don't give me any stringing at all. It's just what I use it for, and for the love nor money, I cannot stop it stringing. I've tried retraction setting speeds and all sorts, but I can't do it. I think I'm just stuck with that. But you know what, for a benchy and for the layers on it, I think it's really good. It looks okay. So same Benji, but this time 150 millimeters, and we've increased the temperature slightly for the 230. And do you know what? I'm happy again with how this looks. I think it's absolutely fine and dandy. So let's now have a look at a print that I did. This is a Yoda Buddha, again 150 millimeters, temperature 230. It's come out wonderfully. I printed this fine, and as you can see, the quality is good. It's got no artifact. I think it's come out perfectly. I think the quality of it is absolutely lovely, and for an FDM print, yes, a little bit of sanding needed here or there, but what prints don't we need to do a little bit of post-work prep on? Looks absolutely marvellous and wonderful. Happy with this at the speed that I've printed it. So what do I think of the JamgHe Hi Speed PLA? Well, I'm going to put my hands up first of all and say that I do not have a K1, I don't have a Bamboo Labs P1P. I don't have anything that's going to use this PLA to its potential. I don't have anything that can throw out 300, 400, 500 millimeters per second. But I would suggest that the majority of us out there don't have printers like that. So the filament that we're going to be buying, we're going to be printing it at between 60 and 100 millimeters per second. So taking that into mind, I look at a 3-factor reference when I do a review. 1, what's its availability? Well, I can't see this on Amazon, but you can get it directly from their website. And the cost, which is the second factor, is about £21 a kilogram, which is a little more expensive than some brands. But again, remember, this is high-speed PLA. And thirdly, what's the quality? Well, the quality speaks for itself in what I've done today. And compared to a cheaper branded PLA, the quality is better, without doubt, using the same settings. When I printed a little bit quicker as well, and this little Yoda here was printed at 150 millimeters per second, the quality was absolutely fine. I couldn't fault it. So if speed is your bag, and if you want a high speed filament, then definitely JamgHe Hi Speed filament is something I would recommend. It's not overly expensive at 21 quid, and there will be a little promo code for you greedy 3-a-days out there. You can get 5% off, and I'll put a link in the description where you can get that money saving for you guys. So would I recommend it? Well, I've had no problems with it, and that's what I can say really. I'm not saying this because they've given it me free. I'm not saying this because I like JamgHe products. I'm saying this because I am a bog standard simple printer man who likes to put things in his printer, press the button, and out they come, finished and done and complete. And so far, the JamgHe resin has delivered this for me. Now, if you've got a real high-speed, high-fancy printer, let me know if you've used JamgHe and what you think about that. And my viewers will also like to know that in the comments. That'd be great to see. I am thinking of moving forward into a faster printer market, so watch this space. Keep your eyes open for that one. But at the moment, using this on my Anycubic Viper, a basic printer, quality is better than a cheaper brand, and I would recommend you get this PLA. Any JamgHe product, actually. I've had nothing bad from JamgHe at all in everything I've done. Now, if you enjoy what you see today, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to join the Patreon, you would be more than welcome. But above all, for me, I want you to leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the review. Tell me, do you like JamgHe? Don't you like JamgHe? Is there anything you would have done differently? Is there anything you would like to see? Let me know so that moving forward in this channel, we can do what you want to hear and what you want to see. So again, thanks for watching today, guys. Any questions, throw it into the comments box, and I'll see you real soon next time on Greedy 3D. Thanks for watching.